So what do we need for that perfect work laptop? They need to be very portable while being solidly built. They need to have solid performance, no slowdowns, The port selection must be great. And the service and the warranty matters a lot too for, certain situations. Now, there are a lot of laptops for students, for gamers, but this is one no-nonsense work laptop that I think deserves more attention. Yes, I'm talking about the ASUS ExpertBook P3, which launched at $65K originally and is expected to be priced under $60K in the Big Billion Days sale. In fact, all ExpertBooks are getting deals, which I'll get to in the end. But this is one laptop that I've been using for almost a month now. And at this price, this might be the work laptop to get. See, first of all, this is one solidly built laptop. And I'm not getting into how many certifications this has, all those boring things, because ASUS apparently went crazy with this. And yeah, you guessed it, we did some things too. Yeah, all of that and it's still fine. And it's not just these tests. The laptop feels solid all around while being very portable and lightweight at 1.42 kgs. The lid can do a full 180 degrees. The hinge is solid, all while looking pretty minimal and clean. The highlight though is kind of the performance this brings, and this is available in multiple variants. There's a Core i7 variant with 32GB RAM, 1TB storage, but the variant we have packs in the Core i5-13420H series processor, which is an 8-core, 12-thread processor with a max clock speed of 4.6 GHz. Now this is paired with the Intel UHD graphics, and adding to that you get 16GB DDR5 RAM in dual slots, a 512GB Gen 4 SSD, and everything, literally everything is upgradable here thanks to dual slots for both RAM and SSD. Now, when it comes to benchmarks, the 13420H is great at this price, but it's the real-world performance that matters. And in day-to-day usage, I haven't encountered any issues with multiple app windows open, 10 to 20 tabs in Edge. The laptop runs flawlessly, no stutter at all. Even if I throw in a Word document or an Excel sheet with all of these open, the performance is solid, and this is all in balanced mode. We even tested Photoshop in it and performance mode with the laptop plugged in. Everything works really well. Heck, even basic 1080p video editing in Premiere Pro is fine. The thermals are also no problem. I did not come across any heating issues. Yes, the performance is one of the big highlights of this laptop, and this is a business work laptop, so it does come with some handy features that you will like. For example, there's AI Expert Meet, which has features like AI meeting minutes, so you can start recording a meeting and it saves an audio file, creates a transcription and a summary. AI translated subtitles only works in English but does the job. Webcam watermark is a good feature that displays your info and is customizable. Screen watermark is handy when showing something confidential. There's also AI Expert Panel, which is a control panel that allows you to turn on or off the Expert Meet features. AI Expert Widget lets you assign hotkeys to F10 and F11, and you can set it to enable or disable features like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, touchpad, etc. There's also a custom option to open certain files, folders, websites, or apps. This is pretty useful as I can map both the keys to open apps of my choice. They're pretty handy, and since this is a work laptop, the port selection here is pretty crazy. You get a fast USB port on the left, two full function Type-C ports that support 4K display out, PD charging, fast data transfer. You also get the HDMI port, a 3.5mm jack, and on the right you get the Kensington lock slot, Ethernet, and another fast USB-C port. Yeah, every single port you want in a work laptop. In terms of connectivity too, this has Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 6, and you get Windows 11, and there's Office Home 2024. You also get McAfee's Pro subscription for a year, which is like worth 4,000 rupees. And there's no compromises in terms of keyboard touchpad. The keys are backlit with 3 brightness levels, the key travel is 1.5mm, and the overall typing experience is very good. It actuates quickly, is good enough for touch typing, there's no flex here, no complaints. The trackpad is also fairly big with support for gestures, and the entire trackpad is clickable, so like I said, no compromise. Plus the power button doubles as a fingerprint scanner and is accurate. The 1080p camera is decent enough, and it's an IR camera, so you also get Windows Hello Login, which works without any problems. And yes, you get the physical privacy shutter too. Yep, feature packed all around. And as for the display, it has a 14-inch IPS panel with the 16:10 aspect ratio, which a lot of people prefer for work because you get the extra vertical space. Also, colors look good enough, and while it's not the brightest display, 300 nits, it's fine for indoor usage, and it is an anti-glare display, so you don't have to worry about reflections. But do note that this is also not the most color accurate display with 63% sRGB coverage, so fine for work, not so fine for creative professionals. The one thing that really surprised me are the speakers. Now generally work laptops don't have the absolute best speakers, and these have bottom-firing speakers with direct audio, and the speakers here are actually very loud, very clear with clear vocals. It's great for songs, great for movies, and great for any calls you want to take without the headphones. The battery here is a 50-watt 3-cell battery, and considering this packs in the H series processor, the battery life here is around 6 hours depending on the usage, but charging is pretty fast. With the 65-watt PD charger, it goes to 100% in around an hour. And then you can use any PD charger or even a PPS charger to charge this laptop, and that means you can charge it with a power bank, a charging port in the airplane, a car charger. You get the idea. Lastly, another big factor in business work laptops is security, support and warranty. And with the ExpertBooks, you kind of get all the security features. I mean, these have discrete TPM 2.0 chip, self-healing BIOS, optical chassis intrusion detection. And in terms of support, you get 5 years of firmware and 1 year of warranty, and that support includes the battery and the charger. And ASUS also provides on-site service, so you don't really have to go to the service center. And yeah, these will be available on Flipkart. We'll be able to buy service packs, order in bulk, get GST bills, and even 1 year of local accidental damage protection free of cost. Plus, like I said at the start, all the ExpertBooks are on great deals in this Big Billion Day sale. The ExpertBook P3 with Core i5, 16GB RAM, 512GB SSD is expected to be priced under 60,000 rupees. The ExpertBook P1 with 13th Gen Core i3, 16GB RAM, 512GB SSD is usually priced around 40,000 rupees and is expected to go under 35,000 in the sale. The ExpertBook P5, which is the top-of-the-line AI PC with Core Ultra 5, 16GB RAM, 1TB SSD, is expected to be priced under 90,000. Now, on top of these offers, there will also be bank discounts to bring the price even lower. There'll be no-cost EMI offers, special card offers, so yeah, kind of like the perfect time to upgrade. So yeah, if you have been looking for a practical work laptop with basically no gimmicks, this might be it. And if you're already an ExpertBook user, share your experience in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.